Evil Totem seems like a good 2-drop here. I don't think Crackle or Squall Hunter are worth keeping. I've found that the more 2-drops you keep, the better. 2-drops curve really well. Everything else kind of doesn't. Dark Magic 888, thank you for following. Appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Not trying to make you look bad if it does, no offense, but he is a cat and cannot understand it. No, trust me, chat. I do actually understand the fact that my cat cannot pay rent. I do get that. I speak English towards my cat primarily because I know for a fact that he can't understand it. And so it's really just for me to deal with the fact that he is meowing at me to annoy me. This is not even an easy play. This is actually like a difficult play. So next turn, if we could get Evil Totem Totemic Might off, it's probably pretty good. So it's against Secret Mage here. Secret Mage, we actually want to test secrets with our cards, so we'll save Totemic Might for a purpose like that. I think a lot of the early game that we get down is going to be super strong, and if he gets off some secret cheese, like he gets to play like Kirin and then another secret, like an explosive behind a Kirin, that's super strong. If he plays Kirin secret, then I think we'll Evil Totem, or if we get another 2-drop, we'll put that first, but let's see here. Okay, so he just plays a secret straight up. So Evil Totem is a good check for that. And I'm just going to check Counterspell. So it's not Counterspell, which is fine, right? Because these 4 health guys are very resistant to Flak Mage. That's the one thing I'm worried about, is that if he plays Flak Mage Secret, that whole board would die. Now it won't. And of course, Cloud Prince on a 0-4 is pretty winning for us. Yeah, definitely just a winning play. So this is probably Duplicate or Ice Block. This is a 6-6, and then we can taunt it up. 6-8. He's going to have to send the minion into that. So that's both of the Cloud Princes gone. We know it's not Counterspell. Obviously, we're just going to slam the Stormbringer. Oh! Alright. Alright, chat. That's okay. That's a decent one. So we're going to put the pressure on him. I don't want to duplicate a good minion for him when we are about to kill him. Okay, Longhouse. If you meow one more time, I'm going to take you, I'm going to place you outside, and then I'm not going to come get you. And then you can meow all you want. You can meow at the other feral cats who will literally eat your fat ass alive. I bet if you meow at them, they'll appreciate it a lot more than me. Alright.
have many secrets.
Off to the meat grinder. Alright guys, apologize for the interruption, but you won't be seeing him again.
Behold! Taste my blade.
Longhouse sausage. You know it, chat. You know it. No, I just let him out of my room like he wanted. Do I live in a dorm or a studio apartment? Neither. I live in a house with 3 other roommates. It's a 4-bed, 2-bath. And it's the best way that we can afford to live near the school and actually like have decent living quarters. I will say I'm not a big fan of sharing a living space with 3 other people. I would love to live on my own in a studio if I could afford it, but I just can't. The studios around here start at like if I were to get a studio that's as close to the school as my current place is, it would probably cost like $900 a month or something. I know that's not as exorbitant as some other places, but for someone who only works part-time, you can imagine that it's not particularly viable. Do I go to U of A? No, I go to ASU, Arizona State. Computer science, yeah. Yeah, I'll talk about this again now. I'll talk about some of the stuff that I mentioned earlier on my stream just because we have a lot of new viewers in here. But what's going on with me? So my semester just started. Hi, Alette35, thank you for following. So my semester just started, which is cool. Always excited to be back in school. Yeah, I don't really dislike school. I think the break was good. I like streaming. I like content creation. But school's my #1 priority, so that's back in. So content creation is going to slow down a little bit, no doubt, between now and the end of the semester. But I will try my best to keep up with it. Yeah, just as best I can. And also, I mentioned this earlier in the stream, but it's very exciting and it's a big thing in my life, so I will mention it again now that more people are here. But you guys probably can't read this letter, but if you can, what it says is basically that the not Arizona State, the college, but the state of Arizona approved me for healthcare, and now I get healthcare through the state. So I can actually afford my prescription inhalers, which is super awesome because I do need them to breathe properly. So pretty excited about that, guys. Should be good. Yeah, and so the healthcare through the state, there's no copay for most things, and for healthcare, or for prescriptions, the copay is between $2.30 and $10. And so currently my inhalers cost me, this one costs me $50, and this is the most important one. It's the rescue inhaler. Relieves symptoms immediately, so if I'm wheezing or something like that and I have trouble breathing, I can use that and it'll fix it. It's $50 for about 200 charges. I would say it's expensive. It's way too expensive because it costs like a couple bucks to make, I'm sure. But it's fair. It's fair enough, right? But the real ripoff is this guy. So this is my maintenance inhaler. It's a disc. Basically, you crank the disc back and then you breathe out of it. And it has 60 charges, and it costs me $150 out of pocket without insurance. And you're supposed to use it twice per day, so it would cost me like a lot of money. A lot of money if I were to use it twice per day, which I haven't been in the past for said reason. But yeah, so I think Azure Drake's great with this deck. Lots of synergy. So 2 copies of the Stormbringer means that really our only goal is just to play Stormbringer next turn. Random legendaries are way too good. Stormbringer's insane. You guys will see. I mean, it won us last game. It's going to win us this game. I have no doubt about it. I have 5 random legendaries. Yeah. Yep, and they are all fucking busted, as expected. Dude, we literally got Rin. We can just delete his deck. If we feel like it. We have much higher tempo plays than deleting his deck. But if we wanted to, yeah, Stormbringer's crazy. And so the smog just kind of stays and collects, and it doesn't blow out of the valley very easily. But I'm not dismissing outright what you're saying. I will check it out after stream, for sure. You should see the air quality in Australia. Yeah, I can imagine, guys, that you guys have it a little bit worse than we do right now. That would make sense. Worst air in the world or something? Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine anywhere that would have worse air right now. That actually happened in Coeur d'Alene too, not to the same extent, but there is a fire season every season, and one year it was particularly bad, and it was the same sort of thing to a lesser extent. You know, the sky is darkened all day, you know, you go outside and it just smells smoky, and that definitely hurt my asthma. Absolutely, on that one. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, kale, Brussels sprouts, etc. have protective effects against air pollution as well. One thing that my friend recommended, who does not have asthma but does have weakened lungs, I guess you could say, is she recommended that I put some plants in my room. Because apparently plants can be really good at making the air quality better in a small area. So if you get a bunch of plants, it's plants don't produce much oxygen. Yeah, she said that you needed a lot to make it work properly. But yeah. What could he possibly play for 1 mana that he wants to play? Okay. Well, it's a rogue. Rogues can't heal, and we've got him down to 13 health. So, I feel like the game is over. Pretty cool. Okay. We'll take that, guys.